What's up, guys? I'm doing another video. It's been 6 years. Let's catch you up a little bit. We're in my backyard right now, and you can see there's some cars here that you might recognize. There's also some that you won't. Ignore the Sienna, that's not mine. A lot has happened in 6 years, so let's kind of go over some stuff while I walk the dog here. I guess first and foremost, here's an introduction to our newest family member. This is my dog Gidget, who doesn't listen very well, but we're working on it. All right, so I'm just gonna film this while I walk him and before it rains, since we're running out of time. Essentially, I want to start making videos again, which we'll see how that goes. It's been 6 years. Sorry, I never really said goodbye. Sorry, I never really gave a reason as to why I stopped making videos. Hopefully I can answer some of those questions today, and we can kind of figure out what my new plan is and what's going to be happening. So, to start off, you're going to see a different location here completely. I bought a house. I have my own house here. I live here with my fiance, and eventually you'll meet her, probably, if she wants to be in a video. But we're still in the same town. We're still in Arizona, just different part of town. Things have been good. Things have been a lot better recently. For a very long time, we had a real rough time getting by. The biggest reason that I stopped making videos was because I just ran out of time to do them. It got to a point where it was very frustrating to make videos. I didn't have a very good computer. I am unwilling to pay for editing software, which now there's a lot of good editing software that's free. And I can do a lot of editing on my phone, which I couldn't do before, so that's nice. But that's pretty much why I stopped making videos. So, that being said, what has changed recently is that I am no longer a technician. For a very long time, for the better part of about 7 years, I was a Toyota expert technician. Went to school, got certified, was working at the dealership. I actually worked at 2 different dealerships, and was a technician there. Doesn't really pay that well, especially if you're attention oriented or detail oriented and want to make sure you do things really right. It is not a super profitable job, unfortunately. There are great techs out there, and that's not to say that those who are making money in the field aren't detail oriented or are not good technicians, but I just couldn't make it work, unfortunately. And I was offered a position in parts. So that's where I'm at now. But, you know, like they say, everything happens for a reason, and some blessings come in disguise. So I was offered a position in parts, to which I make more money than I ever did as a technician, which is really nice. And that also means that I no longer have run out of reason or will or desire to work on cars. Because I don't do it full time, now I have the desire to actually do it on the side. So I've opened up my own business, actually. I started doing repair work on the side on more than just my cars, but on customer cars, and it's been going pretty well. I'm making decent money, so that's good. And that being said, that's kind of where I want this channel to start leading into, is I would like to videotape maybe a week's worth of work at a time and just kind of upload them maybe once a week, maybe once every couple weeks, you know, depending on the workflow. And kind of just put out a video whenever I can. Sorry, I just watched back that video and my eyes are kind of darting around between staring directly at the camera and staring at the screen so I can see myself and keep myself in frame. So clearly I don't have a script for this. I'm just kind of walking and talking as the thoughts blow through my head. I think this will be more of like a vlog style channel where I sort of just document what I do. And there will be how-to in it. I mean, like, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing, so it might be of value to certain people. Mostly this is kind of for me, or kind of to those who are entertained by my videos. I don't expect this to blow up. I don't expect this channel to really take off. It is what it is. But I really wanted to start doing it again, because I enjoyed doing it when I was a kid. I enjoyed doing it as a very young adult. And the only reason I stopped doing it was just not enough time, not the correct equipment for it. I finally feel like I can actually realistically start making videos again, which is really nice, and I'd be happy to do so. So kind of going over what has changed. Sorry, I had to get past the house that has 100,000 dogs that bark when you walk by. So what has basically changed is still got my parents. They're, like I said, in the same city as I am. That's where I was living prior. I'm now in my own house, which means I have my own garage and my own tools and my own say. So that's cool. So that also being said, I've bought a lot of cars. I've sold a lot of cars. So I'm excited to show you what I've acquired. I'm excited to show you what I've unfortunately sold. And I'm excited to update you on some of the cars. I don't know if you guys would be interested in seeing videos specifically dedicated to each car and what has happened or what has changed. I can tell you, I still have the Tercel. I still have the Paseo. The Camry that my dad had is still around. What else? We still have the red Tacoma. We still have the FJ40. We still have the 95 Tacoma. I don't remember what else I have videos of. The green 97 Tacoma's gone. If you remember my green 93 Corolla, which I don't know if I ever uploaded a video of it, I'd have to look back. It's been too long. That is also gone, unfortunately. The 97 Tacoma is kind of a cool story. The 97 Tacoma is, I believe, my most recent video, which is a little single cab two-wheel drive Tacoma. Long story short, that got hit in a T-bone collision where I sold it to a friend of mine, and literally 2 days later, a Dodge Ram ran through a red light and T-boned him. So I totaled that truck. We did put a cab corner and a bed on it, and it's fixed now, and his dad drives it all the time, so it's a really sick work truck for his dad. But unfortunately, I don't have it anymore, and it did get totaled, but hey, it's fixed, so that's cool. And selling that truck came with the purchase of another vehicle, so that's pretty cool. So that might be interesting to some of you guys. I haven't decided, like I said, how I'm going to do this, so maybe I'll go each car individually. Maybe I won't. Depends on what you guys think. But all of those cars we still have. My mom's Corolla is still very prevalent, and the Celica is still prevalent. I don't know if I ever made a video about that either. So a lot of cars are still around. The only ones that aren't around are two Paseos that I don't think you ever saw, a Tercel that I don't think you ever saw, and a 97 Tacoma you got one video of, another 97 Tacoma that's long gone, and I've acquired a lot of cars in that time. The 86 is still around, forgot to mention that. That's kind of a story, so we'll leave that for a different day. But anyways, Gidget's still enjoying his walk. He's a little weirdo. Say hi, Gidget. Oh, he's so happy. All right, so now that we're back home, as you can see, this is the sign I have out front of my house. I'm by appointment only, but this is the name of my business, which may also turn into the name of my channel. I have not decided yet. It really depends. Let me know what you guys think. You also may see some cars here that, in fact, every one of these cars pretty much is one that you're unaware of. But yeah, that's the name of my business. Alrighty, so next, as far as that business name goes, there's a reason I called it SkyDrive, and there's also a reason I bring it up, and it's because you're going to see a lot of cars rolling in and out of here that are not mine and that I plan to make videos on, because it's just great content. One of the biggest things that I faced on my old channel was it's very hard when you don't make a ton of money, which, you know, at the time I didn't, to make videos about fixing stuff on a car when you can't afford to buy parts. Imagine that. So this allows me to not have to spend money and still be able to make content, which I think is cool. And hopefully, maybe you guys can learn from some of my videos, as some of you may have, or at least find it entertaining, which a lot of you evidently have. I've had a lot more followers than I thought I ever would. I've had a lot more views than I thought I ever would, and that's all thanks to you. And we'll get more into that in just a moment. Why is the name of my business SkyDrive? That is because 3 years ago, let's get it right. 3 years ago, I purchased this house right here. And my life was in a lot different situation, and things were not very good when I first moved into this house. Nothing to do with my parents. I've had a great relationship with my parents pretty much my entire life. They're still around. I'm sure you will see my dad in another video. I know that he was kind of a relevant character in several of my videos. So I look forward to the next time that you will see him. Sorry, there's bugs flying around. I look forward to the next time you will see him in a video. But I bought this house during a time that was very, very difficult for me, and because of that situation, it resulted in me not being very thrilled with a lot of things going on until I met the incredible woman that is my fiance now. In literally just a couple months from now, she will be my wife, and I'm very, very lucky to have her, very, very fortunate to have her. She's been my life's greatest blessing. Her name is Skylar, hence the name SkyDrive. She goes by Sky for short, so that just seemed to be a nice little homage to her really changing my life. She supported me throughout my entire retirement, from being a full-time technician to opening this business and doing work on the side, which has resulted in me losing some time to spend with her. She's been supportive through all of it, and I thank her every day for everything she's provided and helped me out with and everything. And I'm sure, because I talked to her about doing videos again, she will be helping me edit some of these videos, because I don't like editing. I don't know what I'm doing either, so, and she does. So I dedicate pretty much everything that I've accomplished in the last couple years to her. I couldn't have done it without her, and I mean that fully. I don't know if she's gonna see this or not, but I just want to put it out there. I just want to put her out there as being one of the biggest reasons that I'm starting this channel up again. The second biggest reason is I feel like I never left you guys with a proper explanation or goodbye. It got very, very rough. A lot of things happened, and I apologize for that. I should have done better, especially as many of you as there were that started showing up. I gained a lot of subscribers and a lot of comments and even fans. I've been recognized twice. Somehow, my little 700 subscriber channel, I've been recognized 2 separate times, which is cool. One person I'd like to mention particularly right here, I believe his name is Syed. I could be pronouncing that wrong, and my apologies if I am. But essentially, he sent me an Instagram message maybe 6 months ago now, could be more than that, where he said these words, which I didn't think that I could have this pull in my videos, but here we are. I've been a big fan since I was 5 years old. Since your first video since I saw your first video, which was the Scion when you first bought it in 2015, and he's been a huge fan ever since. He's 16 now with a 2008 Corolla, and he was wondering if I would ever upload again. And he was actually concerned for me, because he was a little worried that he hadn't heard from me in any way, shape, or form. So I guess that's when he looked me up on Instagram and saw that I was still alive. I just wasn't making videos anymore. And well, here's your answer. I am uploading again, or at least I'm going to give it a shot. You're a large push for why I'm doing this again, and why I want to do this again. I appreciate you reaching out. It's a big deal to me. It really, really is a big deal to me. So I appreciate that. I'd also like to dedicate this video just a little bit to my parents. They helped me tremendously through everything. Like I said, when I bought this house, there was a lot that had happened that I will not get into. But there's a lot that had happened that resulted in me having a very, very, very difficult time for the first about 2 years of me owning this house. And only very recently has everything sort of settled out and been a lot better. And my morale has been greatly boosted by, of course, my fiance, and she's greatly helped give me sort of the push to do what I want to do and to do better. But my parents made sure that I never sank. So I appreciate that a lot. Things were very, very difficult for a very long time. And to all the people who've pushed me and made sure that I never sink to the bottom and am here today and still have the house and still have most of my cars and I'm doing better than I ever have. I really appreciate it. So, not to get too sappy or emotional or anything, it's a big deal to me, and I'm really, really glad that I can be here. I'm really, really glad that I can be making videos, and I'm glad that some of you might be watching this. So, that being said, I don't want to go on too long. This video is probably already like 15 minutes or whatever. But that's a little update into my life. You can see I've got 2 cars behind me that you've never seen before, and I think that these will make some interesting videos in the future. But thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate you all. And those of you who are watching that are my original fans from many years ago, I appreciate you all. Thank you guys. You have a good day. And I look forward to seeing you here soon.